Okay, hey, it's Matt Coffy with PracticeBloom. I wanted to go through a couple of really easy ways to digest the Patient Engines model. Today we're going to talk about the Patient Engines webinar mode, and we really think this is important for practitioners who are interested in higher level, might be better for cash paying environments or where there's actually a very significant sized procedure to work with educating the client and pre-educating them to pre-populate a calendar so that when someone who's interested in the procedure comes through this model, they actually pre-qualify themselves and put them on your own calendar. So let's talk about this. So really we look at the four pieces are: one, the offer; two, the landing page; three, the conversion; and four, the actual appointment. Most of the time when we're talking about this potential patient opportunity or patient offer, we want to have an offer that's being brought in by social traffic, by paid traffic, and by organic traffic. So those three main quadrants are really what we look at getting to the offer. Now that offer in most of the time when we're working with practitioners is a paid Facebook ad with a video. And in this video, we really have only 7 seconds to get someone's attention. So we really want to have a very succinct benefit statement up front or a result statement up front. And what's also good is if we get testimonial from a patient and have them get some head movement in there so that people can see the solution. You want to have a benefit statement up at the top, benefit statement at the bottom, and then a button at the bottom that says learn more. You can also have people come directly through organic traffic right to the next stage, which is the landing page, or again, paid traffic coming to the landing page. But the whole point is the offer, which is usually a offer within the framework of what you're trying to start to get the customer educated on. You can put that offer within the framework, percentage off, dollars off, or even leave that offer sort of mysterious within the first post. And there's ways to do that from a copyright standpoint to say learn more about our exciting offer and so forth. And we can get into that details of copywriting in this space a little later on. On the landing page, now we've got to sort of explain the procedure and bring in our sort of big guns. We've got to have a hero image or video at the top talking about continuing the education from the original ad. And then we want to make sure that we have either testimonials or social proof that this is working for the client, results, right? And then we want to learn about the exciting offer, get pre-educated in substantially different types of words, but get them pre-educated on the offer. You can then click the more button here, which allows them to get to which is the video webinar. So really more of the content here would be related to the offer strategy, which again, we'll take that as another episode, but this is really just to talk about the mechanics of how you would build this particular model. So this particular strategy is also great at the process of qualification. So as they come from the landing page and they say, okay, I want to go to learn about this great offer and this great revolutionary strategy to improve my life, solve my problem, we're then taken to a thank you page. So we click the button for more. I want to get to the webinar to learn about this. And in this case, we're going to have a thank you page with a quick thank you video. And by the way, if you just want to get started right now, you can click this button to get on our calendar. And in the process of that, we also send out a chain of emails behind that once they click the button to get to the webinar that gets them excited about coming into this conversional webinar strategy. But going back to the thank you page, that buy button goes in to the appointment calendaring function. And what I mean by that is that we actually put a filter up in front of the appointment strategy so that we can pre-qualify them. So if they have certain elements that you need in order for your procedure to be more consistent with a patient that you'd want to see, you're going to put your qualification for the candidate in there. And then that will lead to a self-automating appointment calendaring that can integrate with your CRM or your internal tools, or even can be manually taken from this calendaring function and put into your calendaring tools. But going back to the webinar, once they've clicked the button to get into the thank you page and they've now registered for the webinar, you will run an automated webinar that will be pre-recorded, usually about 30 minutes with some examples, testimonials, case studies. And at the end of that, you want to, again, have your substantial offer only if they stay to be educated. So you say the offer is at the very end. And at the end, once they've gotten through a certain percentage of the video, you're going to present the buy button, and those things can be automated. And again, go through the same process of determining whether or not they're the right candidate by filtering them and then putting them into the calendaring function on their own. So the whole concept is to put dollars in over here, usually in ad spend, right? And have automated processes all through this entire environment where we're continually educating them as we get further, warming them up, warming, and then they're hot. And that's when you want to close them into your calendar, and then you can put them into your CRM tool or manually move them over by calling them back. So this is the basic model to take money in and have money come out on the other side in an automated fashion. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Again, it's Matt Coffy with PracticeBloom.